And how about Illinois and Indiana? 74th all-time meeting, just the second time ever that both will be ranked, and the first time in 75 years. Jake, it is just a massive game for two teams with playoff aspirations.
Yeah, I mean, you think about, it's the race to get 4 into the playoffs, right? And it's Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State. I think everybody is just expecting that those are the 3 that are a lock or as close to a lock as possible. But the winner of this game between these 2 ranked teams is really going to be in the driver's seat as the next team in for that 4th spot in the playoffs. So there's a ton of reasons to be excited about this matchup. I think they're 2 complete teams too. On a national scale, I'm not sure fans of college football really understand how deep these rosters are. These are 2 good rosters. These are 2 good veteran quarterbacks, great head coaches, great coaching staffs in terms of play callers on both sides of the ball for both teams. So it's just going to be just a fun matchup, Dave.
So what do you think sways the balance? What are the pressure points for each team?
So there's a few things here, and let's start with when Illinois has the football with Altmaier and the Illinois offensive line. And really, these past 2 years, when Illinois has struggled and when the Illinois offensive line has struggled, it's been when they're facing teams that bring exotic pressures. Think Duke this year with Manny Diaz, Penn State last year, Oregon, teams that have the ability to get after you with aggressive pressures. The good thing for Illinois is that's not really Indiana. They don't come at you with aggressive exotic pressures, but they have good pass rushers. So can the Illinois offensive line hold up? Can they establish the run? It's going to be really hard to run against this Indiana defense that's been one of the best run defenses since Cignetti got there last year. But it'll be a chess match, and then it comes down to situational football, 3rd down, 4th down. Can Altmaier make plays? Can he go to his key guy in Hank Beatty? And then for Barry Lenny Jr., what are his adjustments within the game facing Bryant Haynes' defense?
Yeah, I'm really interested in what you're talking about, that Illinois offensive line. I think if you were to go through kind of a checklist of both of these teams and where are areas of concern, to me, the Illinois offensive line is probably the biggest one that's shown up so far this year. You mentioned the Duke game, the first half of the Duke game. Now, give them a ton of credit because they adjusted wonderfully. In the second half, they avoided sacks and they ran the football really well. But they've given up the most sacks in the Big Ten, 3rd most tackles for loss. Indiana has the most tackles for loss in the Big Ten. So it feels to me like if there's one issue, it's that. I think on the other side, Illinois has won so many close games, Jake. Like when they're in close games, they know we tend to come out on top of these, and we've got a quarterback who has come through in pressure situations time and again. Indiana just hasn't played close games in this latest iteration, right? I mean, they blew everyone out last year, and then a few close games that they played, frankly, they lost. So, or games that were, close kind of going down the stretch. So kind of where is that reserve for them in terms of saying, okay, we know that we can handle a pressure situation like this? I think Illinois got a decided advantage there.
Yeah, I think the comfort comes from having great players, and the comfort comes from having a quarterback in Mendoza that Cignetti has been raving about since he knew he was going to join the Hoosiers. And you're talking about Mendoza, a guy that's being mocked in the first round of the NFL draft, if not a top 20 pick, if not a top 10 pick, if not higher. Well, this is going to be the real ultimate test. And numbers aren't everything. And I don't want to get too into the numbers, but there is some key numbers I wanted to pull up because PFF tracks these things. It's a small sample size through 3 games. Illinois' defense has a very distinct identity. It's been true with Aaron Henry. It's been true when Ryan Walters got there. This is a 5-man front that is an aggressive downhill defense. They are going to pressure you, and then they're going to play press man behind you. They are going to bring pressure and force you into throwing into tight windows. So here's the stats here for you, Dave. Illinois blitzes at the highest rate in the Power 4. Number 1 blitz rate among all Power 4 teams at 60%. Illinois also plays man coverage at the 6th highest rate in the FBS, over 50% man coverage. There's your identity. Now, Mendoza, let's look at his grades. There's 2 Mendozas, okay? Mendoza's PFF grade, when being blitzed first, not blitzed. When Mendoza has been blitzed, he has a 75 PFF grade. That is 46th among FBS quarterbacks. When he's not blitzed, though, he has a 92 grade, second best among FBS quarterbacks. So when he's being pressured, he's middle of the pack this year. When he's not, he's the second best quarterback in all of college football. Now let's talk about the man-zone battle here. When throwing into man coverage this year, Mendoza, a 53 grade, that's 144th among FBS quarterbacks. So you have to go into some backup situations, very shocking numbers. But when he's facing zone, 94 PFF grade, which is third in FBS. So it's a small sample size.
Yeah, it is a small sample size. Right.
But you see a little bit of a trend, which is when Mendoza has time and he's throwing into zone coverage, he is going to pick you apart with his pure talent. Where he's struggled this year is when he's been pressured and having to throw into tight windows man coverage. That's going to be what is required of him this week because of what Illinois does defensively.
Well, that's fascinating.
Yes.
I mean, literally
shocking,
exactly
right?
what they do, their identity plays into the thing that he does the worst.
Right. It's
really,
crazy. The
really
good thing,
interesting. Great
Indiana's got a great offensive line, though. I mean, they do not allow sacks from Mendoza. They're averaging over 300 yards per game on the ground. The key, Dave, and then we can move on, I just think whichever team is able to consistently run the ball and establish the run, that's going to be a major, major key in this game.
The hype for that game's off the charts. The first matchup of AP top 20 teams in Bloomington since 1987.
It's a reason to be excited.
Crazy, crazy.